when I was in primary two, although I was an A student, weren't we all? But I struggled with maths. I remember vividly that I struggled with understanding the perimeter of rectangles. I know how primary school was in Nigerian schools. The teacher would write on the blackboard, and after writing, right from the left to the right, when the right is full, the teacher will come back here and start to clean. I was so bad I was pulling the rest of the class backwards, and you know what? The teacher had to just keep on going. Majority. Abi now. I remember that time a test was coming up and I did not understand it. So I begged my seatmate, because he was a very bright student. I said, please allow me to copy your work. Allow me to cheat so that I can pass this test. My dear, he agreed. But time for the test, he started to cover his work. And I didn't do so well on the test because I couldn't do it. This brings me to a topic of Jesus as a teacher. Somebody say rabbi. Rabbi. Now, of all the roles that Jesus played on earth and of all the offices he occupied on earth, Jesus as a teacher is my favorite. You know, the text of today is Matthew chapter 26. It's the Garden of Gethsemane. So, from like verse 46 downwards, 49, 40, 50, so they came to arrest Jesus. And the Bible tells us that he had already been bound. They had laid hands on him. They had taken him. And then Peter just brings out his sword and slashes the ear of Malchus. And in that moment, the graciousness of Jesus as a teacher came revealed and impressed upon my heart. You know, the Bible tells us that even though he had been caught, he still in that moment graciously gives Peter a masterclass on non-violence. So let's close our eyes for a minute and imagine there are just two possible ways. Jesus has been arrested. Peter slashes the ear. Jesus doesn't go, oh my God, after all I've taught you. Jesus is still arrested. Only two possible options. Like Dr. Strange, he freezes time so that he can be able to come out of the handcuffs and talk to Peter and everything. He now said everything he said. Or he asks them, please allow me to speak to Peter. And then he says, Peter, those that live by the sword die by the sword. This is what I'm talking about. Jesus as a teacher. In spite of the fact that his life was in danger, it did not matter to him as much as Peter getting to know the importance of non-violence. This is the kind of person that we serve. Even after 3.5 years of teaching Peter, he's not disappointed that Peter hasn't caught on to the fact that we don't use swords, physical swords in this kingdom. He still graciously teaches Peter. Now I say this to people who feel like they have tried in their relationship with God, or they feel like they've gone too far, and so no matter what happens, they don't feel like they can change, so they are giving up. My dear, I don't think you know Jesus as a teacher. This Baba does not give up. You know your man's teacher that will walk inside rain? He is times 1 billion, times infinity of that person. He will stay on your matter until you understand what he's talking about. He will tell you what lying is, and he will give you examples. He will even tell you this is how you lied. This is a lie in the Bible. He will stay on your matter until you understand something. See, stop giving up on your walk with God. Nobody is perfect, but God still stays by them. See, let me just tell you the truth. If your walk with God has ever failed, it's not because of him. Now you're impatient with yourself, because he is not complaining. Stay with Jesus. I promise you, 3 months of constant worship, word, prayer, fellowship with God, your life will change. Genuine. Don't give up. Hi. Jesus is the best teacher. I promise you. Nobody ever call F. Nobody. Making for what? Bye.